we had a good first 20 or 25 minutes. So early on, the ball was moving quickly. There's good energy. The fact that we weren't able to sustain that, certainly is more an indication of, again, where some of the players are at this point in the year in terms of preseasons and things like that. The things we need to work on are always the same. When you play at a high level, the ability now with the ball to see things faster, move it quickly, create advantages, take advantage of certain situations. I think I said it before. You play at better games, and the window's smaller and it closes faster. So that's a reminder for players. That's both in attack and defense. When we started to slow down in the last half of the second half, reactions go down a little bit, and then a good team can make you pay. So those are good lessons.
The first 30 minutes, I think we were not bad. I think we were pretty solid, on both sides of the field. But I think after that, we sat back a little bit too much, let them play a little more. And when they get comfortable, it makes it hard to play against them.
We talked about that before the game. Is making sure we started the game in the right way. I thought we did that. Obviously, one of the things that's hurt us in some of these games as well is we've had good starts and not been able to get a goal and then been a little bit naive and all of a sudden find ourselves down 1-0.
You can see they're very talented and they're very smart for very young kids. They move off the ball tremendously and they have some really talented guys. It was pretty difficult tonight. They put on a good game.
It's just such an odd game, It's so soon after the World Cup, and again, we've just talked about all the factors and why this game feels so different. I don't know. It's hard. Again, it's hard to draw any conclusions. Negative because we lost. You never like to lose, but so a couple guys went 90 minutes, and again, it'll do them well because they weren't completely, none of us are completely fit, and all the changes. So it's so hard to get a read on this game.
Most of our guys went away on vacation for a few weeks, and they're just now starting to get back into the fitness. And you could see the last 30 minutes, our guys were dead. And then for those of us who are in MLS, we've been going nonstop. So it's a difficult game to assess anything. If we play games later in the year, I think that'll be more accurate.
When we play these friendlies or qualifiers or Gold Cups or whatever, it's trying to raise the bar a little bit from the last game, and it's that never stops.
Short on defender, so now it's like, okay, baptism by fire. I think if you've watched Omar throughout this year, he's still a young player, physically, with some great starting points. He's made progress.
There's a lot of learning on the fly. There's a lot of things that can only be learned by mistakes. And I thought he played well. I didn't think he made many, if any, mistakes. And so I think for him now, in the next 4 years, he's probably our biggest defensive prospect, particularly when you look at the age of our center backs. And so this is a good start for him. I think from all accounts, he's a very good player. I've enjoyed being around him. I was excited to see him play, and he didn't disappoint.
He played his part pretty well. I think he'll get a chance to watch it over and learn from it, but this experience is priceless for him at this age.
I'm kind of still new to everything, the national team, the system, the way they play. So I'm just trying to learn everything and just try to play my game, bring something else to the table. So I think, in the first half, I think I was doing all right, finding some positions on the field in between their midfielders and behind our defense. And I think with some better balls, or maybe if I was a little faster, I would have got to them and had some more dangerous chances.
There's really nothing more to report. It was agreed after this game that there would be some more discussions, and we will see where those discussions go.